Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my live streaming where we talk about the state of our nation. We have a lot of things to discuss tonight, but we are not going to spend much time. Just about an hour ago, we'll be through with this live broadcast. There are a lot of things happening in Nigeria, really. First of all, these are the things we are going to discuss today. Nnamdi Kanu refused to drop Biafra agitation as a condition for his release. So, Nnamdi Kanu said that he will not drop Biafra agitation as a condition for his release. That is to say that there have been a lot of pressure on him for him to drop Biafra agitation, according to this headline. Now, Tinubu under pressure to let Nnamdi Kanu go. There have been a lot of pressures, there is no doubt about that, for Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu. But I believe that this thing has a right hand and a left hand. So there have been a pressure from the right hand to release Nnamdi Kanu. And I think there are also some pressure or some, things at the left hand that is making sure that this man will not be removed. Now, Sowore called for nationwide protests. Sowore said that this is the time for Nigeria to rise up for revolution. He said this during the anniversary of a revolution now. We are going to come into that later. And lastly, this is the fourth thing that we are going to discuss today. Nigeria government looks forward to September to withdraw Nnamdi Kanu case. So these are the four things we are going to discuss today. Number one, Nnamdi Kanu refused to drop Biafra agitation as a condition for his release. Tinubu under pressure to let Nnamdi Kanu go. The third one is that Sowore calls for nationwide protest, demands for revolution at this moment of time we are in Nigeria. And the last thing we are going to discuss there is that the Nigerian government looks forward to September to withdraw Nnamdi Kanu case. You know that the court adjourned the case between the federal government and Nnamdi Kanu to September for another hearing. So the federal government, they are looking forward to that September to withdraw Nnamdi Kanu case. But before that, let's see how things are going to go. So the first on the list here that we are going to discuss is that Nnamdi Kanu refused to drop the Biafra agitation as a condition for his release. Time with that number, I know that it will come to, to this extent. That time will come that they will ask Nnamdi Kanu to drop Biafra agitation. But anyone telling Nnamdi Kanu to drop Biafra agitation as a condition for his release, the person is making a very big mistake, The person is making a very big mistake. How can you tell Nnamdi Kanu to drop Biafra agitation as a condition for his release, of which you know that he's not going to, succumb to that agreement? And secondly, who told them that Nnamdi Kanu is only one, agitating for the separate state of the Biafra people? Absolutely, it's not Nnamdi Kanu. So these are the things that the federal government don't understand, because if they understand what is going on, I don't think they will put a condition to Nnamdi Kanu release by telling him that you have to drop Biafra agitation. If you drop Biafra agitation, we'll leave you on condition, and you can even join Nigerian politics. You can even contest for governor. You can even contest for this. It's not Nnamdi Kanu. You come out and begin to tell all those ones now. Come on. So they are supposed to understand someone they are talking to, that it's not Nnamdi Kanu you ask to drop Biafra agitation because you want to let him go. It doesn't make sense at all. So as we discuss these four things here, I really want you to write your opinion in the comment section as we discuss further. And also there is a WhatsApp number here. It's a WhatsApp call only. So you call in and let us know what you think about this issue. So the four issues we are discussing, in case you are just joining now, is that the federal government of Nigeria wants Nnamdi Kanu to drop the Biafra agitation as a condition for his release. Then the second thing there is that Tinubu said he's under pressure to let Nnamdi Kanu go. Then the third thing we are discussing tonight is that Sowore calls for nationwide protests, demand for a revolution, a political and social revolution. He said that the time is now. He said this during the 5th anniversary of Revolution Now agitation. Then the last on the list there, that the federal government looks forward to September to withdraw Nnamdi Kanu case. So as I said earlier, September is the date of the adjournment where the Federal High Court adjourned the case to the next hearing of the case between Nnamdi Kanu and the federal government. So we are starting with Nnamdi Kanu refusing to drop the Biafra agitation as a condition for his release. There is no one in Nigeria that we believe that Nnamdi Kanu is a sole agitator of Biafra. These people are supposed to understand that before Nnamdi Kanu was born, I think Nnamdi Kanu was born in 1960s, if not 70s. So before Nnamdi Kanu was born, there have been agitation for Biafra. There has been a country or state called Bight of Biafra. There have been a region called Bight of Biafra. So anyone who is telling Nnamdi Kanu, you need to drop Biafra agitation. If you do not drop Biafra agitation, there is no freedom for you. The person is making a big mistake, and it is not going to work. This is what they know. It is not going to work at all. So there have been a lot of people who are agitating in Nigeria. Now I know the reason why so many of them just drop the Biafra agitation or the kind of agitation they are doing. Right from that time, people were agitating for Niger Delta Republic. There were a lot of people who were agitating for Niger Delta Republic. They were so serious. They were arrested. I think this was the agreement they had with the federal government to drop the agitation and they will let them go. Then Asari Dokubo, Asari Dokubo was someone who was agitating for the sovereign state of Biafra. He was agitating so seriously. Asari Dokubo was so furious. He was carrying arms that time. But what happened? After he was arrested, he had an agreement with the federal government. The next thing you see is that he joined politics. He stopped talking about the Biafra agitation. So this time around, these people are telling Nnamdi Kanu, it is time for you to drop Biafra agitation. So if you drop Biafra agitation, we are going to let you go. So that is the situation over here. What do you think about that? Do you think that Nnamdi Kanu is the kind of person that will drop Biafra agitation? Of which I know that he is not going to do that. There is no one, I don't think there's anyone on earth that can convince that man to drop Biafra agitation, because this thing is something that has developed in him. I used to tell people always that when Nnamdi Kanu started Biafra agitation, that I was following him. First of all, he did not start agitation that Nigeria should separate when he started. He started by asking questions that why is Nigeria not restructured? That Nigeria expired according to the agreement they had during the time of amalgamation. After 100 years, they will have a new reunion. That Nigeria expires in 2014. He was just trying to talk things. That why is it that Southeasterners don't have a C-state? Other regions have C-state. Why is it that we don't have enough bridge in the Southeast? Why is it that we don't have seaport in the Southeast? These were his agitation, the basis of his agitation, where he started, agitating that the federal government should do the right thing and so on and so forth. And after that, what we begin to see was the federal government misunderstood him, and not Jonathan really, because Jonathan understood. Jonathan knew what Nnamdi Kanu was agitating was the right thing. What Goodluck Jonathan did, even though people say Goodluck Jonathan caused everything we are seeing in Nigeria by, giving power to Buhari. But what Jonathan did was right. Jonathan called a national conference. That time, Nnamdi Kanu had started Radio Biafra. Jonathan called a national conference. You know what Jonathan did? He said, let everybody, every ethnicity, people should come to Abuja. Let us discuss about this country. So people came together. What they discussed up to today, they did not put it into action. Just like what they did in Ghana during Aburi Accord. When they have discussed everything, at the end, they did not use what they discussed to work. This is not fair. It's not good at all. So that is the situation why people continue to agitate, because we don't have a listening government. And right now, Nnamdi Kanu, after he was arrested for the very first time, he was released. He's made a statement. He said, we have gotten to the point of no return. So this agitation has developed to that point. And this is the moment now the federal government started negotiating with him. They started telling him, drop Biafra agitation for your unconditional release. So that made me to understand that people who has been dropping their agitation right from time, it is because the federal government want them to drop it. So now understanding what's going on now. So it is because federal government asked them to drop the agitation. That was why they dropped it. Right from the time they withdraw the case of Sunday Igbo, Sunday Igbo is a good man. He was fighting for his people. But right from the time they withdrew his case, I have never heard anything like Yoruba agitation from him again. He went silent. The same thing happened to Asari Dokubo. Asari Dokubo, when he was released, they told him the reason why we release you is because we have an agreement. So we don't want you to agitate for all these things you're agitating for Biafra and so on and so forth, or for Niger Delta Republic. Asari Dokubo dropped his agitation. So Nnamdi Kanu is the one now they are telling, you must drop the Biafra agitation. You must drop the Biafra agitation for your unconditional release. So on my live broadcast, I was talking about how Ejimako was furious with Southeast politicians, those who are going there to, talk things that are contrary to the law or to the case that is ongoing. It is now I am understanding why Ejimako was so furious, against them. Because you cannot start negotiating that Nnamdi Kanu should drop his Biafra agitation for his unconditional release. It is not going to work. Because even though Nnamdi Kanu dropped the Biafra agitation, other people will continue to agitate. So is it not the same thing? Absolutely, it's the same thing. So what I was expecting the federal government to do is that they're supposed to address the issue of this agitation. They're supposed to address it. Maybe they will do it 50-50. Okay, since you people are agitating for your sovereign state, let us do it in this way. You people should take your region. Every country should go back to regions. Let's see whether that will work. I thought that is what the federal government should be talking about now. Not drop Biafra agitation for your unconditional release. So if I am the position, I don't think I will really do that. I don't think I will really do that at all. So that is the situation. Let me read some comments. If you are just joining in, good morning. Thank you for tuning in. We are discussing the state of our nation, and some of the things we are discussing tonight is that, number one, the federal government of Nigeria wants Nnamdi Kanu to drop the Biafra agitation as a condition for his unconditional release. That if he agrees to drop the Biafra agitation, they will release him without any problem. But Nnamdi Kanu refused to drop the Biafra agitation. Then secondly, Tinubu said he's under pressure to let Nnamdi Kanu go. Well, we understand that the pressure has been coming. Then thirdly, Sowore called for nationwide protests. He demands for a revolution. He said that the time is now. He said that during the 5th anniversary of the revolution now. And thirdly, is also about the issues that has been going on in Nigeria, the issue of Biafra and so on and so forth. So that is what we are taking, and we are on the first one. But before we go forward, let's see what some persons are talking on the comment section. However, you can also call in through the WhatsApp number there and tell us what you think about the federal government and Nnamdi Kanu to drop the Biafra agitation for his conditional release. Mr. John, good morning, welcome. Says, okay, the first day is Mr. Samuel Osoro Hadefid. Okay, say he was born in 1967. Yes, Nnamdi Kanu was born in 1967. John Chico Diri, good morning, welcome. Say we love you. No, my brother. Okay, Mr. John, good morning. So everyone knows it is not just Jonathan. It is a conspiracy against the Igbo. Samuel Osoro Hadefid say nobody will ever make Nnamdi Kanu drop Biafra. He knows. He said that if he needs to sacrifice his both parents for Biafra, to come that he would do so. Okay, Nigerian prophecies and news. Welcome. Mr. John said Biafra is the only way out. I suggest he comes out no matter what agreement. Biafra is a people, so it is not all about Nnamdi Kanu. Of course, definitely the man is coming out. The man is coming out, just that the federal government is trying to use this opportunity to see if he can drop the Biafra agitation, or to reach the agreement. Now, it is not all about dropping the Biafra agitation. You see, the federal government, they understand that Nnamdi Kanu, people respect him so much. I was listening to the Senate president. You know what the Senate president was saying? The Senate president said that if the governors the schools, everybody can obey the sit at home in the southeast. That is to say that IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu has a lot of influence. So they are looking at this influence. Even Nnamdi Kanu can agree with us to drop Biafra agitation and thinking Nnamdi Kanu has the power to stop others to drop Biafra agitation. But that is the greatest mistake they are making. That is the greatest mistake they are making. So I believe that is what they are saying. So before we go forward, you people saw what really happened today, where so many justices of appeal court was sworn in, including Nyesom Wike's wife. A lot of people said that I did not congratulate Wike's wife, and I started, criticizing her or criticizing the federal government and Nyesom Wike. Anyway, congratulations to Wike's wife. But that did not remove what I was saying. What I was saying is that last year, 2023, there was a man, a senator, who stood up on the Senate floor, and he told the whole world how he uses his wife, who is the president of appeal court, to swing cases, to swing, if his colleagues did not win an election, they will go to court. He will now tell his wife to make sure that his colleague will win the election case. That is how he has been using it to support his colleague. A senator said that on the floor of the Senate. For you to know the type of cancer and corruption on the judiciary. Up till now, they did not do anything. They did not arrest the man. They did not call him. They did not just do anything. Absolutely nothing. They did not do anything. A senator confesses that he uses his wife to distract the appeal court case and to make sure that his colleague will win the election case. A senator said that. So that was why when I saw that Wike's wife was being sworn in as appeal court judge, promotion from the high court judge, I was not happy. I was not happy because I know that Wike is not a Democrat. So Wike has been manipulating the electoral process through the judiciary. Now that his wife is now appeal court judge, don't you think it's an avenue, an opportunity for him to continue to do more rascality with the judiciary? You see what is going on in Rivers State, how they are turning cases upside down, trying all possible means to jeopardize the court process to make sure that they remove Fubara and they put the person they want to put there, of which we know it's not going to work. But that is why I was not happy when I saw that Wike White was being sworn in as a appeal court judge. It doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense because I have witnessed a senator, not I, but Nigerians witnessed that. But people refuse to talk. There is no place in the world where such a thing will happen and they will not storm the National Assembly. They will start protests. They will march it down. For a senator to come out to confess that he uses his wife, who is the president of appeal court, to make sure he changes the case of election. Not that we don't know what is going on in the judiciary, but for him to have the guts, for him to have the boldness to come out in the public to make such statement, it is an indication that these people, they have normalized corruption. They have normalized abuse of court process. They have normalized everything that they want to normalize. So that is the reason why I was not happy and I started criticizing the process. Even though she merited it, I don't know. But there are a lot of her seniors who have not been promoted. Everything is possible in Nigeria. But the reason why I'm angry is what I have just said. That you cannot promote somebody that that her husband has been disrupting the political atmosphere in Nigeria using a corrupt means. So it is so unfortunate anyway. Now, let us go into the next topic. Omoyole Sowore is calling Nigerians to prepare for a national protest. He said that the time for revolution is now. When they were doing the 5th anniversary of revolution now, they were also remembering someone who died in the course of protest in Abuja. May his soul rest in peace. So in that process, Omoyole Sowore is calling Nigerians to get ready for protests. But you know what? I think Nigerians are still enjoying. I think Nigerians are still enjoying the bad government. They are still enjoying Tinubu's administration. Nigerians are still enjoying the high cost of fuel in the north. Now, fuel is 1,200 to a liter. I don't know how much they're sending it in Lagos because it comes in Lagos from abroad. You know, we have fuel, but we import fuel. So I don't really know. Nigerians are still enjoying. They are still enjoying because maybe they are still seeing money to pay ransom. You know, kidnappers are also collecting tax. Nigerians are still enjoying. When Nigerians stop enjoying, I think they will not wait for Sowore to call for that revolution. When the time is right, where everybody will go hungry, I don't think they wait for Sowore to call for this protest before everybody will march out in the streets. According to Moyonde Sowore, the time for the revolution to happen is now. That so many people are passing through suffering, so many people are passing through, malnutrition. Children are dying from the north. A lot of things are going on, and nobody cares. Nobody just cares about what is going on. People don't talk. Yesterday, I saw a video where Bishop Kuka, Bishop Kuka is a Catholic bishop of Sokoto Diocese. He was giving a speech. He said that it is because of religion that is why they have not killed our politicians. It is because of religions. That is why all these politicians are still doing what they are doing and going away with it. He said it is because of religion. And I agree with him. Before, the Northerners said that protest is against their religion. That is what they normally said before. But when hunger started, when they started, experiencing hunger, nobody told them. They started protesting. Their women started protesting. The youth started protesting. Hunger not be your mate. Bad government not be your mate. Kidnappers not be your mate. When you be kidnapped 2 times, nobody will tell you to enter street. So Sowore is graciously calling for a revolution. I think he's helping Nigerians. He's helping us. I believe that Nigeria is not working. And anyone who is calling for a revolution is an act of help to Nigerians. The reason why I'm saying this issue of Sowore is because I don't want people to come out and begin to talk him down. This is not time to talk down on anyone who is calling for protest. So all I need is that people should support someone like Sowore at this moment. People should support people who are speaking up at this moment because they are needed. No matter how we pretend that things are working, no matter what we do, these people are needed. They are the most important people we need in our country now. You people see what is going on. These people, they already hold Nigeria in ransom. See, if you are going to church to pray against principalities and power, the kingdom of darkness, do not look far. All these people are principalities and powers. These people, they have held Nigeria down to the ground. They are holding Nigeria down to the ground. So let me take this call from Bosco. Good morning, Mr. Bosco.
Yes, my brother, I greet you this evening. My time here from Georgia.
Okay.
The reason why I called this, you said, you can, one can call in even though in the middle of the broadcast. So what I wanted to say is this: you talk about, let me talk about Nnamdi Kanu, but that's the only topic.
That is your interest.
If I go on Facebook, that's my interest. If I go on Facebook, somebody's not telling me about Nnamdi Kanu. He's not talking about how that man can be released. I don't know what else I've been listening to.
Okay.
I'm just telling you the truth because that is where the whole. Let me tell you, my brother, man, Nigeria is not working. It's irredeemable. Let us, see ourselves and tell ourselves the truth. Let us stop pretending and acting like a fool. That country can never, ever work. Like I was talking to one of my friends the other day. I told him, I know some people are talking about 2027, which most of them don't even know if they will be alive come 2027. And they're saying they believe that P2B and Atiku can team up and then rescue Nigeria. And I asked them, even if you bring 1,000 P2B, there's nothing you can do in that country. That country it's gone. It has expired. Nobody can revive Nigeria. The only thing that can happen in Nigeria is for everybody to go their separate ways. That is, listen, there's no two ways to talk about this issue. It's clear in everybody's eyes. Now, the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, like what you were saying, and of course I know that's federal government with their propaganda. They can never tell Nnamdi Kanu to drop anything about agitation of Biafra. It's not possible. The reason why it's not possible is because, like you said before, which is true. Back, I think that was early 2000s. I don't remember the year, but I know sometime 2000 when Nnamdi Kanu was in London. He was campaigning for one Nigeria. He wasn't talking about separation of Nigeria. He was only talking basically on how things should go right in Nigeria. But after seeing the way things, things are not going the way he expects, that's when he starts saying, you know what, it seems like this country is not going to get any better. So that's when he said, okay, you know what, it's time for everybody to go their separate ways. Now, Peter Obi won the election, which we know 2023. Even though we, the IPOBs, were not in support of election. But of course, Peter Obi won it outrightly, which is supposed to give to him. Now they took it away from him. How many times, when was the last time an Igbo person ruled as the president of that country? So what I'm trying to you, my brother, is this. There was a time Nnamdi Kanu said in his broadcast that if the need be for him to sacrifice his both parents for Biafra to come, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. That guy is a very determined person. He doesn't, and whatever he tells you, that's how it is. He can never tell you one thing and then retrieve it back. He's not that kind of a person. Yeah. Anything, listen, Nnamdi is all about Biafra. Biafra, nothing else. And he said, if he continues to ask these people for referendum, because he wants to do it in a peaceful way, if he continues to ask them in a peaceful way for referendum and they refuse, that outrightly he's going to break up and say, okay, you know what? He's going to declare Biafra, and then what's going to happen? They will steal our own border, and then anything that is going to happen, let it happen. He's doing it in the right way for them to know that he doesn't want to go in a violent way. That's why he's asking for a referendum. He's asking for a referendum so people can come and decide. And he said, if they have this referendum and it happens that he loses, that people prefer to be in Nigeria, that he will never ever talk about Biafra. He will never talk about Biafra. So that's why he's giving the federal government the opportunity for a referendum. And he said, if the referendum, they don't want to accept the referendum, that he must leave Nigeria. That it's going to be outright Biafra. It's not declared. So that's for the federal government for them to understand that the only thing that will make this thing, that Nnamdi Kanu to stop the agitation, is just give us our own country and then be on your own. It's as simple as that. And then the issue of Sowore, like you've been saying, Nigerians are not serious people. They are dead bodies. I'm sorry to say that. They are just dead bodies. They are dead bodies because Sowore call for a revolution. Just like I said before, Peter Obi won election. And Peter Obi has no right to tell them to calm down. When they knew that their mandate was stolen, that was when they should have come and flooded the street and said, no, we want to retrieve our mandate. But because they are cowards and they are dead bodies, they couldn't do nothing. So them sitting down there looking for waiting for Sowore to tell them for revolution, well, then all of them is going to die there because they're very useless use they have in Nigeria I've never seen. All they do is to go, now they've monetized Facebook. Go there and see some of them, the useless content creation they're doing on Facebook. Nigerian youth are the most unreasonable, very useless set of human beings I've ever seen in my entire life. I tell you. Like I called in your program the other day, I said, listen, we live in abroad. We have a better life over here. But we're clamoring to make sure that that country is divided so they can have a better life over there so we cannot come back. We might as well say, okay, no, we're not coming back to Nigeria. We'll just stay where we are and they can go to hell. But no, we are clamoring because we want them to live a better life. Because there's something good that has been stocked. That we have the natural resources over there that is good. That is enough for everybody to enjoy and live life to the fullness. But because of how useless Nigerian youths are, they don't care. They don't care. All they care is nothing about. All they care is it's all about going on Facebook, talking rubbish and doing their cucumber prank, and then trying to find out who is the most richest musicians and all of that, and then they don't want to care about things that matters to them most. They don't care. So let me tell you something. All I'm just saying is they have to get up and then do the needful. The needful is what? How many people at this point even going to kill for crying out loud? How many people are they going to kill? This America where I live, people died for it before they did what? Before this country was built well. All the countries that developed, people died for it. Yeah, sorry for cutting you short. You will continue after this. You see what you just said now, that people are afraid because they don't want to die, all those things. That was the mistake Goodluck Jonathan made in 2014, 2015. Because Goodluck Jonathan said that his ambition is not worth the blood of any Nigeria. But you know what? After he succeeded, he just relinquished his ambition to Buhari. You know what happened? People started dying anyhow in Nigeria.
People started dying, both insecurity, from this, from kidnap, everywhere. So I was asking, because I said, oh, Jonathan, this is what you were saying, that you don't want people to die. But your acceptance, the defeat you accepted, of which you were never defeated, they rigged the election against you as a sitting president, you were seeing everything that was going on, and you are now everything to still go. And people are there up till today. The defeat Jonathan accepted is the reason why we are still suffering up to today. So that is the reason why I understand what you are saying very well. That anybody that says that he's not interested, he don't want to do this because he's afraid of that, what we are afraid will also come and meet us. That is a sad story, and it's the sad situation that is happening.
Yes, I'm hearing you, my brother. Yeah, go ahead.
So I really understand what you are saying, and I really appreciate you for your input, for your understanding about the situation that is going on in Nigeria, because it's so sad. You can't say that you don't want to talk, you don't want to do anything because you don't want people to come after you, or you don't want people to kill you. Do you know how many people that are going in that country every day? So it is enough for us to stand up and go for what we want.
And then again, my brother, there's one thing that, okay, like, as Nigeria is instituted or whatever, if you tell lies, they'll kill you. And if you don't tell lies, there was this method I was saying, I think that was this guy, he said, if you speak the truth, they kill you. If you don't speak the truth, they kill you. So what I'm trying to say is exactly. So what I'm trying to say is this, I don't know how long this Nigerian youths will just sit back and be docile without even coming up and say, you know what, enough is enough. Look at the inflation, look at the food, look at everything is all going high every day. And they're sitting down, they don't want to do nothing. All they do, they don't want to do nothing, they just sit down there and complain. You complain, they come out and do the right thing. These people, they're not going to, how many people are they going to kill? How many people are they going to kill? You're doing the same for your own better, for your own future. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. You understand what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. So my brother, all I'm trying to say is, when the hunger, I pray every day. I say, please, let's don't hit 3,000. Let it hit 3,000 or 4,000. Maybe that will make it to come out, because they're not seeing it that Nigeria is never going to work until they have a revolution and kick out all these rogues and criminals to the office. Their life will never be better. So since they don't want to have it, don't want to come up and stand up and do a revolution, I pray the dollar will just rise up to like 3,000. So maybe that time they will have it in a hard way for them to get up and say, you know what, enough is enough. So let me let you continue with your program. I'll stand by the listener.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bosco from USA. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time and everything. So please, if you want to contribute to what you are saying, you can call in. So let's receive the next caller. Hello, good morning.
Mr. Marshall.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, good evening.
Okay, it's evening over there.
This is evening in US.
Please, you can tell us.
Following your program.
Thank you so much. You can tell us your name, because your name did not show when your call came in.
So my name is Ben. Okay. Calling you from US.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So what?
I've been following your program.
Thank you so much. What do you think about the issue at hand? We are discussing so many issues, and the two issues we have discussed so far among the four is that the first one, the federal government wanting Nnamdi Kanu to drop the Biafra agitation as a condition for his release. Then the second issue we have talked so far is that Sowore demands that Nigerians should come out for national protest. But I am saying that, first of all, that it's obvious that Nnamdi Kanu is not going to drop Biafra agitation for that mere condition. And secondly, Nigerians are still enjoying. So I don't think that Nigerians are really going to come out for revolution now, because when the suffering hit them harder, they will know what to do. What do you think about it?
Well, first of all, that Nigeria has expired first. That's what I believe. You understand? Because I don't see any country that call themselves country behave where Nigerians behave. All right. Buhari called
our youth, lazy youth. In 2024, that lazy youth is just manifesting. So, like, because at first we were very mad. We call Nigerians very lazy youth. But it's obvious that our youth are very lazy. You understand? And now I see what Buhari saw before he called our people lazy youth. Because if we're not lazy, we're very good in coming out in social media, shouting and ranting. The dog that barks too much cannot bite. You understand? And the only language Nigeria listens to is by force. They don't listen to dialogue. You understand? When you come with dialogue, Nigeria will bring you down. But when you come first, and they come first, and you come first, they will be the one calling for the dialogue. You understand? That is the concept of Nigeria, and we've seen it. Because you cannot talk about peace, you cannot talk about negotiation with a lawless country. A country where the judiciary system is so messed up, corrupt, incompetent, that everything they think is just their own pocket. The judiciary system doesn't protect the innocent, doesn't protect the poor, the masses. They only work for the rich, the politicians. The military works for the politicians. They don't work for the interest of the country. If they work for the interest of the country, I don't think all of us would be here. These changes that we are clamoring for would have started a long time, because the military will be the first. No, the military is just security for only the politicians.
That is right.
Now, Nigerian youth, they already know what to do. And I keep saying, the day Nigerian youth decide that enough is enough, enough will be enough. Well, the truth of the matter is that same lazy youth that Buhari called them is what they are for now, until they prove it. Okay. You understand?
There is something I want you to address shortly. You see, there are a lot of people. Okay. Like as you are talking now, I'm seeing some comments that are saying we don't need a civil war. And I have been trying to tell these people, there is a difference between a political revolution and a war. You see what is going on in Kenya, where people troop out in the street and demand that their country should do this, and they did that. That was what I was trying to explain to them, that we are not even talking about, there is nobody that is talking about war. We are talking about a great protest that will bring government to its knee to do what the citizens want them to do.
How can it be war? How can it be war? Are we talking about revolution just for one region? How can it be war? We are talking about corruption in the entire Nigeria.
Exactly.
So don't we have the corruption in Southeast?
Of
in
course.
Southwest, South,
of course.
North?
Of course.
We're talking about a general revolution that will chase these people to the bush. Just like they chased them in Kenya. We're not talking about war. The people talking about war are cowards. They're scared.
Yeah.
You're talking about revolution where make them uncomfortable the way they've made your life miserable. They have decided to, one thing about Nigerians, right? They're so ignorant to understand that hunger can be war. When you're talking about they don't want war, they've been fighting war, killing you with hunger for a long time. They subjected Nigerian youth, our own youth, into abject poverty. Because if we are not poor, so many of us will not run to outside country to look for better.
That is
pasture.
right.
We'll stay in our country whereby a white man and other people from other countries will come to our country to become citizens. How many people, how many countries want to be our own citizen, if not for some of these useless countries? Excuse my language, but if not for some of those neighboring countries that is close by, they will always come in. How many of them? It's always every country you go, it's always Nigerians in London looking for citizenship, America looking for citizenship, other countries, Germany looking for citizenship. Have we asked ourselves, that means something is not working? We travel out to see good road. We see light. Why can't this shit work in our country? You see all these politicians, they travel overseas, they take the money, they keep it over there instead of investing in another man's life. Why don't bring back those resources? Bring them back to Nigeria. Invest in Nigeria. When you invest, you have more job opportunity for the youths. street.
That's
Today,
right.
I work. I have like 2-3 jobs that pays my bill. The last thing I think about is how to go commit a crime. I'm either thinking about how to spend time with my family, how to sleep, get some rest, how to do my assignments, how to make money. So tell me when I will have that little space to think about crime. But in Nigeria, because of lack of work, you see, we have people like headers men.
Yeah.
We have terrorists everywhere. And then it's coming from one particular region that feels like what this. And then what makes me mad most is the people from the south. Is it the Yoruba side, right? They need to come out. Forget about tribalism. This is why we are here. We have bad people in Southeast. But at least the good thing is we are calling them out.
Yeah.
And we know them, and the world know. They know that Igbo man is not ready to tolerate any nonsense. We are calling our own, the bad people in our own side out. But when you go to some of these places, what it has to do, and you know, the politicians will always have a way to tag it together with religion. If they find out that religion is not working, they turn it to what's it called?
Tribe.
To tribal stuff. You understand?
Yeah.
At this point, we're not talking about tribal or religion. We are talking about Nigeria as a whole.
Yeah.
Nnamdi Kanu was clamoring for a better Nigeria.
Yeah.
Before that man is the man that saw tomorrow.
Exactly. Everything he said is happening today.
Yes. You go on social media, you see Nnamdi Kanu canvassing for a better Nigeria. That was what baffled me. When I saw it, I was like, so there was a time this man was clamoring for a good country, Nigeria. That is to tell you, and check how long that's to tell you that Nigeria will never be fixed. Again, the only way Nigeria will be fixed is if they can drive away these people. And these people, they are not hidden. They know all of them, all the politicians in every constituency, in every state, in every region, you know them. You know them. They tag you terrorists. Meanwhile, they are the one terrorists.
Exactly.
Sending military to execute your own brothers and sisters in our land, and they feel like it's okay. I pray that one day it will all catch up to them. And any military man that is listening should understand that you have sisters. Because you're in that system does not mean you're a monster. You're there to serve your country. And if you really want to serve, the changes should start from police, should start from the military, should start from the youth. But if these changes you are not seeing them, my brother, Nigeria should break up. So that we, on our own side, can focus. See, the politicians that is causing this mess, they are not even greater than the masses. They can fix those politicians. The only reason why is kind of difficult is because it's almost one ethnicity. It's just on one religion.
That is just
it's highly corrupt. They don't want the entire. Listen, if they break the country, the Igbo side is very, very easy to transform the Igbo side, the southeast. You know why? Because we already know that these evil people perpetrating this evil, they are not even greater than us.
Exactly.
If you carry gun, you don't get monopoly, not only you get monopoly to carry gun. If you study kill, listen, that's the way you kill people, they will form resistance.
Yeah.
And what you're doing when you're killing people, you're teaching them how to kill. You're making them a killing machine when they don't know. The military, when they go, they shoot anyhow badly without going there. They don't even go like people they trained. I saw some video for social media where they could just open fire, like saying a war that they fight. Why would you do that? If they get crisis, I'll never see any military man with gun for America. I never see. The only place I don't see now when I go barrack. I never see any military man. The only people I don't see with gun are police.
It is after all, it is the work of police to settle crisis and dispute and all those things. The work of police now. But in Nigeria, it's a different case.
I right? See, when they do what they do, they don't think about the implication. Just any day, like have issue with another country, they wipe Nigeria out in no time. You know why? What makes a country strong is the citizen, the youth.
Exactly.
Like the youth, those police where they use crime as your security. When make you commit those crime, like the police. The army where they give you security, when make you the senator, a governor, a president, like the military. And who did this military come to think about it? Like the youths.
Absolutely.
And then they devote their mind go join military, right?
Absolutely.
Thinking that they want to serve their country. And then when they get there, they turn them into something else. All right? So you see, at the end of the day, now still the youth. Any day something happens for Nigeria, they don't get who go fight for them. Because the people whose spirit don't they die. What do you go get now more like security officers? What do you go see? You understand? Because the people's mind, if the country where they walk, where they walk the way it should walk, you see the citizens who say they will have to, they don't mind dying for their country. But at this point, nobody can die for Nigeria. Nobody can die for Nigeria. And I pray they don't ever get any conflict with another country or neighboring country because they go wipe Nigeria out. The citizens, the youth mind, no good again. No youth is ready to go and the youth that you've been killing with hunger, that you've been destroying their livelihood, their generation, there's no hope even training your own child for Nigeria. So many people I know who don't go university for the past 20 years, never work.
More than 20 years, sir.
What is the whole purpose of education?
It is well. It is well.
So the thing, and I still a call, we use this media to call for the ones who actually say they still want to make Nigeria better. But for me, I don't lose hope for Nigeria, okay? But for the ones that felt like they still have hope, I tell them that look, the best thing they can do is to release Nnamdi Kanu. That is the best thing they can do.
There is no any other option they would do that. They will release him.
No
that is
other
for
option.
sure.
Creating another state releasing Nnamdi Kanu. That man is the only man that can come out today. When you talk, all of us go listen because we don't test this guy. He said this guy they pure. It's hard to find leaders like that.
That is right.
If anything paraventure happen to that man, the same one where they fear will break out.
That is right, my
because
brother.
You know what? They say when you kill mad man, you will not see people.
Thank you so much.
Anything happen to that man, people, everybody from different corner will come out. The politicians, maybe that time the real revolution will start. Now,
exactly.
Mr. Peter Obi too. Please, just 1 second.
No
Mr.
problem.
Peter Obi, I actually canvassed for Peter Obi during the election.
Okay.
Right? But Nigeria is beyond repair. Peter Obi, I will beg Peter Obi to get his priorities right. Nigeria is dead. The only way they can fix Nigeria is to eradicate those bad politicians, and it's difficult. So the two options, they should start at this time fighting for his own people. Nigeria will not work. If in the Labour Party is porous, it's messed up. If you go PDP, the same way, he will end up wasting his resources, his time. 2027, what I see coming is the same, another style of rigging that will be worse than the past election.
If it happens, I know many people will not be interested in election 2027, but if rigging happens for those who will be interested, what happened in NSAS, what they will see is end rigging, and it will be worse.
My brother, the only way Peter Obi can win is to play dirty game like them. And I'm not against that. Because they don't say don't eat with the devil. They say if you want to eat with the devil, carry long spoon. All right?
Yeah, no problem, sir. We've heard what you
Yes.
said. Thank you so much for your 15 minutes time of talking with us.
Thank you,
The
brother.
things you spoke is the mind of so many people who are still listening about Nigeria being beyond repair. Unless we chase out of these political leaders, we chase them out of seats.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you. You're welcome, my brother.
All right, let me receive the next caller. Hello, good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Okocha.
Thank you so much for calling. You are calling from UK. Please let us know your name and.
That's right. My name is Dominic.
Okay.
I'm one of the comments. Sometimes I write some comments.
Okay.
First things first, I would like to say, God bless you. You see this thing that you're doing? This is what Nigeria needs.
Thank you.
This is what the youths, they need to see. I'm going to speak with a UK accent. I can speak Pidgin, but I'll just speak with a UK accent so that I can get my message across.
Okay.
But God bless you. Please keep this going. Now I can hear that everybody is angry, and rightfully so. You see those politicians? That's exactly what they want. They want everybody to be angry. That's how they are winning right now. That's my opinion. Okay, so what are we going to speak of today? If we're going to speak of Nnamdi Kanu, I don't even know why he's even been arrested since. Can you enlighten me? As far as I know, they grabbed him from Kenya. They've kept him in Nigeria, and it's just been like that.
Yeah, the case is ongoing, and what we are speaking tonight, the first thing there is that the federal government of Nigeria wanted Nnamdi Kanu to drop Biafra agitation as a condition for his release, and of which Nnamdi Kanu tells them go to hell. So, but there is another news that the Federal High Court handling the case between the federal government and Nnamdi Kanu had adjourned the case to the month of September to hear the next case. So the federal government, they are preparing to withdraw officially from that case in that September. And I was saying that no any reasonable human being that will tell Nnamdi Kanu to stop the Biafra agitation as a condition for his release, because even when Nnamdi Kanu is in detention, people are still agitating. So this Biafra agitation is not even about Nnamdi Kanu. Before Nnamdi Kanu, there has been the agitation, and after Nnamdi Kanu, there will still be agitation. So what do you think about that?
Well, it's all rubbish. Let's be honest. They should have released him since. I don't even know why they arrested him in the first place. Honestly speaking, he has the right to agitate for Biafra. He has the right.
But they don't see it like that. They don't see it like that. For them, he's a national threat. They see him as a threat.
But he didn't carry gun and shoot anybody.
At all, he didn't.
Exactly. So if he's speaking with his mouth, he didn't threaten he's going to bring World War III or he's going to do civil war. As far as I know, there's people that have done that.
Now,
from all sides of the country. I don't want to call any names.
Yeah, there is something that is so fishy about this. The federal government has amended Nnamdi Kanu charges 10 times. You heard me well. They amended Nnamdi Kanu charges 10 times. They started, charging Nnamdi Kanu when they arrested him in 2014, 2015. They started charging him in 2015 up till now. This is 9 years, getting to 10 years. They have never found this man guilty.
Exactly.
After getting to 10 years, this man has never been found guilty. And they are still holding him. So for you to understand that the reason why they are holding him is not because the law found him guilty, because they see this person as a real agitator who is a national threat, who will succeed in this quest for the sovereign state of the Biafran people. So that is the focal point there, and that is why they are witch hunting him.
Okay.
So,
well, you see, go on.
I can hear you, yeah.
I believe they're holding him because they want somebody to get so angry that they'll cause war. So that's the only reason, because if Nnamdi Kanu gets ill and God forbid anything happens to him, where he is now, that's what they want. That's as far as I can see, that's what they want, because they'll just hold him there for no reason. If he gets ill and something happens, they want this is what they want, violence. They want everybody to be angry. This is all they want, these people. I don't want to call any names, but the people at the top, this is what they want. What do you think, Mr. Okocha?
Yeah, for me, of course, I know that there is
Okay.
not. I know that there is nothing that will happen
as far as I'm
to.
concerned, this is what they want. Nnamdi Kanu should have been released long time. Even the way they arrested him was, everything was illegal from the get-go. They've kept him there for how many years now? And now they want him to drop agitation. What? Why? Anyway, all of this is a smoke screen. As far as I know, Nnamdi Kanu's case is a very big case.
Yeah.
But the bigger picture is Nigeria is not working.
Yeah.
That's the bigger picture. Nigeria is not working. Now, I don't even know which angle to start from. But obviously, it's corruption. That's the problem. Corruption is the problem. And these people above, it's just been getting worse. Daily, it's getting worse. Now, Sowore, this guy that, I don't trust this guy. Personally, I don't trust him. Not because he's Yoruba or anything. I don't trust him. I don't trust these people because at the end of the day, they had their chance to do something. It's not by mouth. You just come out and say, yeah, there should be revolution. If there should be revolution, it's not him that should hold the revolution. All these people, even Sowore, they've planted people, whether you're from the east or whether you're from the southwest or governors, they've been planted there. They've been planted, you know me, I don't call any names because I just feel like you know the people that I'm talking about. So there's no point for me to call any names. You can't trust any of these big people, these so-called people that are in position where you know their names. The country is not working. The youths, as the gentleman at the first caller said, the youths are all over the place. It's the youths that have to save this country.
Of course.
It's not people like me and you. It's the youths. If the youths do not rise, then what will happen? We will continue like this. It's the youths. They're the people that have the energy. And this is why I say, God bless you, Mr. Okocha. You need to continue doing this, your good deed, because you need to target the youths. It's the youths that will save this country. It's not people that are 40-year-old plus.
Yeah.
We have our own families to feed. Somebody will be married. We don't have strength to be coming out. We need the youth to start it. That's what it is. And the youth are wayward now. The youth are wayward. Very, very. You can go on YouTube, as that man said, or Facebook, or whichever. They're doing all kinds of rubbish online. It's disgusting. Nigeria, look, do you know how sometimes it's hard to say I'm Nigerian. Let's be honest. There's nothing good about the country. It's a disgrace from London to US to Italy to wherever. It's a disgrace. Nigeria is a disgrace. Nothing good about this country. It's very sickening.
And it's so unfortunate.
It's sad. It's sad. Sometimes I'll be speaking with somebody. They'll say, where are you from? You're such a nice guy. I say Nigeria. They just look at me like, I wish you wasn't from that country that you quote. Let's be honest. That's what it is. And it's because of these politicians. That's the honest truth. They don't care. They don't care. They do not care. It's so sad and sick. I don't know. I know you have other people that want to call.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll keep this conversation short and sweet, But I don't know. As I said, Mr. Okocha, please just continue this. Somehow you need to target the youths. This rubbish that they're doing, whether BBL, whether Big Brother Nigeria, all these are smoke screen. Whether Yoruba man will say he hates Igbo, Igbo will say he hates Yoruba, the Hausa man will come in. All of this is a smoke screen.
Yeah.
To continue with the madness. It's not tribal wars that we should be fighting,
exactly.
Or religious wars. That's not it. The real truth is there's some evil set of people that are holding the country down. We can talk from A to Z, whether light, water, electric, kidnapping, bandits. What's bandits now? Bandits is a new word. All of a sudden there's bandits. I never understood bandits, what bandits is. Now all of a sudden there's bandits. And it's no more. I just think of, even though when they're just killing people right now, whether they killed Deborah Samuel all this is painful. It's painful. So many situations. It's so sad. The country, me personally, I used to believe that the country could work, but the politicians are just bad.
Yeah.
But now, I don't know if we've gone so far deep that now I think the country cannot work again. I really like to think that, we're all black, we're all West African, we'll still be neighbors either way. But I don't know no more. Honestly, I don't know, and it's sad. I don't know. I don't know no more if we can work. So when somebody is saying Biafra should come, I can't say no. Why wouldn't they say so? Is Nigeria working? No. Somebody from another side of the country, they have their own law compared to the country that, their law supersedes the law of the land. It doesn't make sense. So how can we continue like this? 21st century. What have we got to show for ourselves, Nigeria as a country? What have we got to show?
Absolutely
let me
nothing.
not take your time, man. Please, as I said, just continue your good work. Please, continue your good work.
No problem then. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you so much.
All right. See you.
Let me read some comments, please. There are a lot of comments. There are many, but let me just start from. All right, Mr. Sunday Newton, good morning. I've heard what you are saying. You say, brother, stop talking much. Come back to Nigeria. The so-called Biafrans will kidnap you. Biafra will never come. Who told you that the Biafrans are kidnapping people? That is why you have to be on the news and understand what is going on in Nigeria. Last month, on the 15th of last month, the Zamfara State Police Commissioner told the whole world that politicians are bandits, that they arrested a House of Assembly member, they arrested a local government chairman, they arrested so many people. You understand? So the politicians they arrested, are they Biafrans? So these are the things people have to understand, because so many Nigerians, they don't understand what is really going on. They don't understand. I made a video, I said, if you can take out 40% of Nigerian youths to America, let them stay there for only 6 months and return back. Give them 24 hours, there will be revolution in Nigeria. Because people don't know the meaning of citizenship. People don't even know what it means to belong to a country. They don't know what is called human rights. They don't know. In so many countries, including some African countries, the right of ordinary dog is greater than the rights Nigerians have. But you can't say it because there are also people who don't understand what is going on. But it's so pathetic. It's so pathetic. Mr. Rich Ann says, we need a new Nigeria, not Biafra. Anyway, a new Nigeria, it depends on the kind of new Nigeria you need. Like as I was saying before, that someone like Nnamdi Kanu, when he started agitating, he was not agitating for Nigeria to divide. He was agitating that Nigeria should be restructured, that Nigeria should, not, how would I put it? I'm looking for an adjective to qualify what he said, but what he was trying to say is that Nigeria should be restructured, that all these politicians who are looting, doing all those things, that they shouldn't be in that political space. He was not even trying to, talk about separation of Nigeria, but the federal government came against him because he was having influence. That is just it. So you don't have to do anything before you have problem with the federal government. Before he started agitating and say, okay, since it has come to this is a point of Rubicon, a point of no return, that Biafra should go on their own. Now, everything Nnamdi Kanu was agitating, that is what the House of Rep and House of Senate now, that is the bill they are arguing today. Open grazing, how to return Nigeria to regional government. These are the things this man has been agitating right from time. So people who don't understand what is going on in Nigeria, time will come, they will still understand. Please, if I skip your comment, there have been a lot of comments say, if I skip your comment, do not be angry. So Sunday Newton said, bro, my village, that was peaceful before. Now it is just dangerous. You are saying that what you need is Nigeria, that we should not talk. But you are saying your village is not dangerous. You should fight now. You should fight for your village. But anyway, you see, it is not our fault. We are the victims. It is the duty of the government to protect the lives and properties of the people. But what we are going to experience next year, this is not a prediction. This is not even a vision or a prophecy. People are not planting this year, and there's going to be a serious hunger next year. Take it to the bank. Because people are not even seeing what is going on now. We are all just talking. If people see people who are trying to criticize the government and want government to wake up and want things to happen, but people will keep on criticizing them. That is why I say Sowore is now calling for revolution. No problem. Sowore is not suffering. Sowore is almost a billionaire. Sowore's family is not in Nigeria. But the man is also trying to wake Nigerians' youth up. But people are still calling him all sort of names, using derogatory words against him. It's not called for that. The man is trying. If we have the type of Sowore 20 in Nigeria, Nigeria will not be like that. If we have somebody like Nnamdi Kanu, only three in Nigeria, Nigeria will not be like that. We need people to understand that the future is not only about you but your children, unless you will not born. So that is the issue. Mr. Emi, good morning and welcome. He said, nothing like new Nigeria, it is a dead nation. The Kondia report, I don't know your name, he said Biafra must come autonomous or independence because the injustice and eventually the universe itself will right this wrong. You will not have a new Nigeria without showing acceptance for Biafra. Okay, Mr. Wasting on stage said there's Sunday new thing where you're live on this platform right now that Biafra will never come. Anyway, please, Mr. Chris, someone was calling before. You can also call back. And Hazan Ramadan says, who is Nnamdi Kanu? Mr. Hazan, I believe you know Nnamdi Kanu because if you don't know Nnamdi Kanu, I think you should Google him and the Wikipedia will tell you more. Nnamdi Kanu is a Nigerian and a British political activist who believe that returning Nigeria to the way Nigeria were before the British came to amalgamate Nigeria would be better. Because my father was not in Nigeria. My father was not born in Nigeria. My father was born in 1930-something. And in that 1930-something, we have not had what they called, ordinary Nigeria like this. They have regions. That time they have amalgamated Nigeria, but they are still in regions. So what Nnamdi Kanu is agitating is that Nigeria even had agreement with Biafra and other regions. It is called Aburi Accord. And Nigeria violated that accord. They did not implement that accord. So these are the things we are talking about. And everything we are saying, everything Nnamdi Kanu said is visible. We are seeing it right now. The korokoro for our eye. Everything he said is coming to pass one after the other. Abe Ranking, good morning, welcome. He said, we need to go our own way. I need to do Duduwa Republic. Definitely time will come. I know, time will come. All these things will be settled on their own. Everything will be settled. Because, you see, artificial boundaries has done a lot of bad to us. Part of Calabar people, they created them into Cameroon. Part of Cameroon, they created them into Adamawa. If you go to Benin Republic, you see Yoruba people. If you come to Edo State and Delta State, people from my own side, you see them in Edo State and from Delta State. You see, all this artificial boundary is not helping people. So it is time for us to return to the way we were before. Happy Ume, good morning, welcome. So we are ready to divide. All the indigenous people displaced in Benue and replaced by Fulani bandits destroying farms. It's a sad issue. Abi Rankin says separation is the best thing. Okay. Amy said, please let your conduct make it short. Okay. All these things come before. All right. So, and let's go back to what we were saying before. So, as I was saying before, you see this issue of people not trying to understand where Nigeria is now. Let me tell you, I say this always, and I want it to sink into your politicians. You are thinking that these people are there for you. They don't believe in Nigeria. I will continue to say it every day, that your politicians don't believe in Nigeria, right from president to even the person who is your councillor. If your councillor sees opportunity to leave Nigeria, he will leave. If your councillor sees opportunity to get the second passport, he will get. All your politicians have 2 passports. Even Nigerian passport you don't have. And if they talk about politicians, you try to defend them because you don't understand what people are trying to say. Tinubu has 3 passports. Look at his children. Look at every minister. Everybody has 2 passports. How many passports do you have? So all these politicians that you think that they are your leader, they are people that you're supposed to, respect and do all those things. Why are they having 2 passports? Why are they having 3 passports? Why are they having 4 passports if they believe in Nigeria? Have you seen Americans who are yearning for different passports? All these small countries serve. Some of their go to South Africa. They don't care about acquiring other nation passports. But when it comes to Nigeria, everybody wants to have a second passport. Your politicians don't have business with Nigeria. Their children don't go to Nigerian schools. Their families don't go to Nigerian schools. They don't go to Nigerian hospital. Their children don't go to Nigerian hospital. Everything about Nigeria is meant for you. Everything about Nigeria is built for you. If someone become a political aide, SSA, they will start talking rubbish because for them, they have arrived. For them, they will pay their salary 150,000 at the end of the month. For them, it will make them relevant. Yes, I'm following my organ, I'm SA. We don't know that we are destroying our future. All we are saying is that we just want the government to do the right thing. Return Nigeria to regions and amend the constitution. I know that the bill is already before the House, but the question is it going to succeed? Will the bill succeed? There is a bill to return Nigeria to the regional government already in the House of Rep and give room for referendum where people can separate in their own ways. How will such a bill will just come to pass? If it come to pass, all these things we are saying, in a day, it will come to end. It will come to end. But I believe that all these politicians, they are not interested. They are not interested in making Nigeria to work. And it's so pathetic. It's so pathetic. So we must understand what is going on before we begin to talk about who is doing the right thing or who is not doing the right thing. And 2027 is coming. You have seen what is going on. I was talking about how they sworn in Wike's wife as the Happy Justice today. Wike is not a Democrat. So these people, they still use the judiciary and all those things to manipulate, the judge that will be, the justice that will be coming to their court and so on and so forth. You go to election, they will read it against you, and you will take the election case, you will take it to the court. When it gets to court, they will still turn it upside down. I also talk about what happened in the House of Senate, where a man stood up and said, "I used my wife to rig election in the court for my for my colleagues." So things that have been going on in Nigeria, if the citizens truly know what is going on, they will not say this. Please, let me take this call from Mr. Chris. Mr. Chris, good morning.
Hello, Okocha, my brother.
Yeah, thank you so much. I've been calling before, but I was on call.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
You can reduce the volume of your YouTube.
Okay. My brother, you are doing a very nice job.
All right, thank you, sir. Tell us your opinion about what we are discussing about Nnamdi Kanu.
My opinion is that Nigeria can never work again. And even if we want Nigeria to work, the best way that all these politicians can come back to their senses or can come to round table is for everybody to start shouting that they want to be on their own. Nigeria is too complicated. The reason why revolution will not work in Nigeria is that if you start that revolution, now let's assume now that Sowore succeeded in carrying out this revolution, you find out because it's from the south. Small time, the north with politicians will turn it to north and south. And if that one did not succeed, they will now turn it to religion. That's Sowore is a Christian. So they are using all these tools against us. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is what Ujuku, the time they did Ujuku them, not Ujuku, what is the name of that Nzobu them? This is what they saw, that they carry out a coup. They turned that coup to Igbo coup. Are you getting it? Even in the army now, even the army cannot carry out any coup in Nigeria. The reason is that if you want to carry out the coup, if it's Yoruba people that did it or the Northerners, or that other people will say no, because maybe Northerners want to carry out the coup now. The South or the Yoruba people will say the reason why they are doing the coup now is because it's Yoruba person that is in the seat.
Yeah.
So we find out the ideas. But if we divide ourselves, Northerners can be able to come together. There will be no need for saying, okay, it's my tribe. No. But this one, no matter how they are suffering, because it's not somebody from their side, they will be enduring. Even all these Northerners that is doing protests now, tomorrow if a Northerner enter there again, they will change. They will turn around again. So it is for everybody to start shouting. Even Sowore should start shouting, divide Nigeria. Maybe by the time all of us start shouting, divide Nigeria, then they can sit around table to put things right. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
But if we are pretending that we are one, we are just pretending, trying to not to offend anybody, even Sowore, trying not to offend anybody, it won't work. Nigeria, we are not one, but we can be one in maybe through constitution. If we can come around to do and use one constitution. But the way it is now, the Northerners, Muslim in Northerners, they are using different constitution. Tribalism, religion, then dividing us into this state, even the state. Some people that were supposed to be in the East because they want to weaken Biafra.
Yeah.
They now carry some people that were supposed to be with Igbos. They now go and put them in cookie. Those people will be suffering there. Nobody cares. Some people that were supposed to be in Delta, they now carry them and go and put in Benin just because they want to. There's no justice, injustice. How it can work. So it's only if we are pretending to ourselves or lying to ourselves.
Okay.
Nigeria cannot work.
What do you think? What do you think about the federal government's interest telling Nnamdi Kanu to drop his Biafra agitation for him to be released on condition and it?
That one is true. It's a joke. They are just joking now. That one, even if Nnamdi accepts to drop, it has gone beyond the Nnamdi now.
Yeah.
Because even if Nnamdi says, okay, I will not agitate for Biafra again and come out, they will even kill him. Even Nnamdi come out now, even Nnamdi as he stands now, he has gone beyond the Nnamdi. If Nnamdi come out now and start saying, I will not agitate for Biafra again, people will, even the Biafrans will even stone him to death. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's not as easy the way they are saying it for him. Even if Nnamdi say I will not agitate, if they want Biafra to stop, start putting airports. That is one of the things Nnamdi demanded before. Start putting international airports in the East. Start bringing down, making things work. Bring down seaports. In the East, start, making Nigeria to feel, everybody to feel belong. Start making things right, not just to be.
All right. If they return Nigeria to regional government, would you like it?
They can start from there. Are you getting it? But they cannot do it.
Well, what makes you think they will not do it? What makes you think they can do it? What makes you think so?
Because it's just like telling somebody that is some of them that are criminals, that are criminals. If they now divide Nigeria into 4 regions or 6 regions, those powers they are using to still remain in power will not be there again. Some of us, our senators that are after stealing, they will run to Abuja. They will not do it again. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
They will be forced to come down to their region. So they cannot try it. It's not possible. It's not possible. So like now, our president, everybody knows that he did not win election. Now they want him just to, if it were to be, we are in that region, this thing will not happen. Tinubu will not be there. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
So they want Nigeria to remain like this. It's like telling them to give out the power they are having already. They can't do it.
All right. If they call for protest, will you join?
I cannot join because
why?
If I join, the reason why I will not join, if I join being an Igbo man or Igbo guy, if I join, they will say they will turn it to, at the end of the day, it's we Igbos that will suffer it.
No, I mean a national politician. I'm not talking about Igbo protest. I'm talking about Nigerian youth. If they have a protest today, will you join?
I will not join. Are you not getting what I'm saying? They will start we will start it together. Are you getting it?
Okay.
But at a point, you will see the northern youth, you know, they will start removing themselves.
Do you think they will remove themselves with what is going on in the north right now? Where you will go to the... Okay, you know, recently...
People will start.
You know...
Just like when ESAS, you remember when ESAS happened?
Yeah.
You remember?
Yes.
Immediately Nnamdi Kanu put mouth and start telling people to come out. They ended up turning it, saying that Nnamdi Kanu is Igbo people that is destroying things in Lagos. But me and you know that is not true.
No, that is aside now. But do you think that, look at recently, United Nations just released a report that Nigeria, Somalia, Sudan, that all these places are the hunger hotspot where people will die of hunger. Now, when you go to the hospitals, especially from the northern part of the country right now, so many people are dying of malnutrition. And Nigerian youth, and the northern youth are asking themselves questions like this. I think I was listening to one of them in TikTok today, who have almost 1 million followers. And what he talks is all about what is going on in Nigeria. What they are saying now is that they have been deceived, that they had two presidents now. They have almost the whole political ability you could talk about in the north, and still they are still dying. All these things is still happening to them. I believe that these people are changing their mind already, and things will happen differently this time around. Don't you think so?
Yeah, let them start the protest and be serious. If this protest will be possible, or we yield fruit, it's not the Southerners that will start it. The Northerners have to, because normally it's all these Northerners that they normally use. But
this time around, we are not waiting for anybody to start it. We are saying that if it is, you know, when you call somebody, maybe you're calling somebody's name, like today now, Sowore calls for nationwide protest. He demands for revolution. And I have been seeing posters, people are posting posters, meaning there is a lot of preparation going on already for this protest. But what I am saying is that if they call this protest, it doesn't matter where it's coming from, where it is going. As far as the Nigerian youth want to be involved, will you support them?
I will support them. I will support them, but I will not join. I will not join until I see their seriousness, especially from Yoruba people and North. I'm not saying it because I'm Igbo.
But if you look at what is going on, it's only Yoruba people that for that. I give them credit for that.
I give them credit, but watch out now. If people come out now and become serious, you know us.
Okay.
That if they say they are standing here, they will take it to the end. If they start it now and they start killing people, are you getting what I'm saying? Because the police will react, the government will react. The government will definitely react. When they start reacting now, you see them dividing. Maybe government will call some people, start telling them, just like what happened during the election. Before you could know, they start telling them that Igbo people want to take over Lagos. Because definitely, if Igbo people start coming, because the revolution will be nationwide happy.
Yes.
And when it comes to revolution, anything can happen. Maybe people will start destroying things. Other people will destroy. But if any Igbo man or Igbo people join in Lagos, before you could know it, they will turn it, because Nigeria have been using Igbo people to for escape whenever anything want to happen in Nigeria. And I'm not just saying it, I'm saying it based on what have happened in the past. During the Ojukwu time, during the coup time, they turn it to Igbo. During the SARS, they turn it to, that is the Igbo people. Check out other things that have been happening. Because Igbo people have that heart. Yoruba people cannot follow you to the end. Forget about this shouting, they are shouting now. When the thing, thank God for Sowore and the art, but Sowore is not a Yoruba. I know you some Yorubas. They will be shouting this way now. If you join them before you could know it, they will leave you at the middle of the protest.
It is because people were not suffering before. I tell you today, people are suffering today. You see, there is no one.
Is it today that they start suffering? Before they carry out that coup, some will then carry out that coup, that they even want to install a Yoruba person.
It is well.
Are you getting it?
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
So Igbo people, naturally, every Igbo man now is afraid, but we will be watching them. If we find out that they are
I don't think they are afraid, sir. I don't think they are afraid. I don't think they are afraid. Nobody is afraid in Nigeria today.
Nobody has suffered what Igbo people have suffered in Nigeria. You know that.
So see, this issue. Yes, this issue.
The reason why Nnamdi Kanu is DNI is because he's Igbo man.
No problem about that. We know. But this issue is not only about Igbo. It's not only about tribe. You know what I used to tell people, See, we are the victims. Both my Igbo brother, Yoruba brothers, Hausa brothers, we all are victims. So the people who are holding Nigeria in ransom, they are not.
If I'm talking about Igbo, I mean the Easterners.
That is what I'm saying. The Easterners, the Northerners.
Eastern region.
Yes.
Eastern region.
Yes.
Sowore is from Eastern region.
Sowore is not. Where is Sowore from?
So Sowore is, I think it's from Benin now.
No, Sowore is from Ogun State.
Okay, see, from Ogun State.
Yes. So what I'm saying is that both the Eastern region, both the Western region, the South, the North, we are all victims. We are suffering. We know the people who are the problem. The people who are the problem, they are not up to hundreds in Nigeria. People who are holding us ransom, they are not up to 100. They are dividing down using religion, using politics, using tribe, using everything. We must try to understand that my Igbo brother is not my problem. My Edo brother is not my problem. The Yoruba brother I have is not my problem. Even the Hausa brother is not my problem. My problem is that Igbo politician. Is it not David Umahi? David Umahi, is he not the one that prescribed by POB? Is the Northerners that prescribed by POB? Absolutely not.
Forget about Okocha, forget about this thing. They are using our own people to prescribe us.
So
people at the top.
It's them.
Hiding behind them.
So you now understand what I'm saying, because whether Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, we have a common enemy. These are the people who are holding Nigeria responsible.
Okocha, me and you understand it that way, but not the reason why I keep on mentioning Northerners. If Nigeria will be one today, if Northerners want it to happen, they are the people that can do it.
Everybody can do it. We all can do it.
No. The Northerners one is that the Northerners will be at the forefront.
Everybody will be at the forefront.
Do you know why I said the Northerners? Let's be
Why?
realistic here.
Why?
Do you know why I said the Northerners is the one is that the Northerners they regard their own people like if they want to do something. I think, for instance, the protest that is going on even in the north today. If you were to be from the east, police can shoot anyhow and go free, and nobody will talk. But for north, if you try that, they are ready to die. Are you getting what I'm saying? And Northerners, they don't normally kill their own the way our people do, especially when government tell them what to do, especially when they give them money, especially those that are in government. And Northerners have the population of people that are not educated more than any other place. So if those people, because because this thing now me and you is saying now, we understand it because we are learned. But in the north there, they are not learned. So even until they wake up, so even if you are doing it now, it can be easy for these politicians to go and use those people that are not learned in the north and just tell them one thing about religion.
Yeah.
Tell them that
Change is constant. Yeah, change is constant, brother. Change is constant. Because with what I'm seeing now, with what I'm seeing, the Northerners are the only one who are trying to carry out revolutions now. You know why? If you go to their TikTok accounts now, it's the only TikTok they are using. They don't speak English. They are not speaking English. Yes. So one of my friend, he's carrying out, a group of people like that. His first plan is that he was going to, use the platform for election in 2027. But with what he's now seeing today, he's now trying to educate them the reason why Traore and all those, military leaders left ECOWAS and so on and so forth. And these people have different, huge numbers. Let me put it in that way, following them. Millions upon millions of followers. And you see these people, they have their own way of educating their people. They have their own way of telling their people what to do. So I believe that these people, change is constant. These people are changing.
Okocha, what I'm saying, yes, I know this one guy is teaching everybody lesson now. Are you getting it? But it's not ripe. Until that hunger come to a point that they can't take it anymore, they will start first.
And that is where we are now. That is where we are now.
If I see any day I see Northerners, not just agitating for North, but agitating for the entire Nigeria, that day Nigeria, I will know that revolution will be possible.
Thank you so much. I understand what you are saying. No problem.
Because they are easy to deceive. Are you getting what I'm saying? They are easy to deceive.
And but they are not easy to be deceived. They are not easy to be changed. You see the way they are, for you to change them to be difficult. But now that they have changed, it's very difficult for you to deceive them. That is the way of their life. You understand?
Okay, I will. Let them start it there. If they start it, all of us will join.
No problem.
Let the Northerners start it and be serious.
No.
Are you getting it? Northerners and Yorubas. Let them start it and we see their seriousness. Any average Igbo man will always want something that is good. Igbo is progressive in nature.
No.
Are you getting it?
No problem.
But the truth is that we have suffered. I'm not saying it just because I'm an Igbo man, but we have suffered in Nigeria. And we always pay price for one Nigeria. So for me, let them divide Nigeria. Let everybody start shouting, divide Nigeria. Then if those people at the top still want Nigeria to be one, they know what to do. But for now, let Yoruba start shout, continue to shout for Dudua. Let Hausa people continue to shout Ariwa. As we are talking about Biafra now, until we are shouting it like that, if they now see they don't want Nigeria to divide for real, they will now sit around people and do what is right. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and everything. Thank you so much. That is Mr. Chris that called from Nigeria, explaining the reason why he don't want to be at the forefront of the protest. But the issue is this has nothing to do with tribe, as you know. This has nothing to do with religion, because according to Mr. Pitobi, there is no one buying bread cheap, there is no one buying oil cheap, there is no one buying food cheap. So everything is choked up now. Everything is choked up. Good evening, Mr. Rufai. Welcome. I have a lot of comments, so I don't think I can read all of them. So what we are saying today is that it is time for Nigerians to wake up. It is time for us to wake up. So nobody is saying that Nigerians should go to war. We are not saying that the youth should carry weapon. We saw what the Kenyans did. They do not carry weapon to do it, but they brought the government on their knees. The senators, they ran away from their chamber. The president, he ran away to the bush. I saw the picture where they were eating in the bush out of their office. So I'm trying to make us emancipate from what we have been thinking. We have been psycho-conditioned to believing that, oh, since we are suffering, it's only God will come and save us. Maybe anybody that stole money is God that will ask him. See, it is time for us to stop calling God on the issues that we're supposed to solve by ourselves. Bishop Hassan Kukah, as I was saying before, Bishop Kukah said that it is because of religion that is making the poor not to kill the politicians. And he was right. He was absolutely right, because if you see, when you approach anybody now, you tell him this is what is going on in Nigeria and we can take back our country. You know, the first person, the first thing the person will tell you, God will judge them. God will judge them. God will judge them. But when is God going to judge them? Of course, God will judge everything, but when? Until you die for nothing, according to Fenda Kuti. That is where you start thinking that, oh, it is God that will come to judge them. It is God that will come to judge them. No, it will not happen like that. So, as I was saying before, Nnamdi Kanu is not going to drop Biafra agitation because the federal government just wants him to drop it so that they can release him. It's not going to happen. Nnamdi Kanu is not just the sole agitator of the Biafra, this agitation they are doing to secede from Nigeria. So it's not only Nnamdi Kanu that is agitating. So for federal government to tell him to drop the Biafra agitation, it is not going to work. It's not the right thing for them to do now. It's not the right thing at all, because this agitation is not all about Nnamdi Kanu, but it's all about for the betterment, not even for the betterment of Igbo. So that is also many people refuse to understand, that this Biafra agitation that people are agitating is not just about what is going on. I believe it is for the Nigerians. If maybe they say let every region return to their regions now, let every region have their own security, it is going to benefit everybody. Thank you, Mr. Ladino. Thank you, Mr. Rufai. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Sofina Stan, good morning. Oku Oji says, Sowore is from Edo State. Someone here, please, I'm getting something confused. I thought Sowore is from Ogun State. Okay, Ondo, yeah. Sowore is from Ondo State, yes. I made a mistake to say Ogun. I remember he's from Ondo State, yeah. Because every time I know he's always having media attacking the governor of Ondo State. Sowore is from Ondo State, not Edo State. Brenavi official say, I'm Kenyan. Finally, you Nigerians understands we cannot. Okay, I'm a Kenyan. Finally, you Nigerians understand we cannot be colonized twice. Ruto and Tinubu must go. It's unfortunate we are being colonized twice, but I think that they have danced enough. All these bad politicians, they have danced enough. And every good dancer or bad dancer should know when to leave the stage. And these people refuse to leave the stage. And that is why they deserve to be disgraced out of the stage. Whether you are a good dancer, you are a bad dancer, it is important for you to know when to leave the stage. These people, their time has expired. So the earlier they realize it, the better for them. And then one for good morning. Thanks so much. You are a top fan. I'm always seeing you on the comment section. Thanks for your support and everything. So whatever you do or plan, Igbo should stay clear of their protests. For too long, we have been scapegoated. Why do you think that we have been scapegoated? Anyway, I understand your oppression against the Igbos. I understand what is going on. Okay, you say that we have been scapegoated for too long, and too often. Enough is enough. We want out. Of course. I understand what you are saying, Sister Helen. But you see the reason why, if someone like Sowore is calling for protest, Sowore is not that kind of person who is calling protest because of his own personal interest. If you see like people who are even calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, who is going to court all the time, you see that Sowore is also at the forefront. I believe that the man have a genuine intention and he's doing his best. He's doing his best. I was saying before that if we have the type of Sowore turn in Nigeria, Nigeria will shake. And we have someone like Nnamdi Kanu theory. Just terror of Nnamdi Kanu area, Nigeria will turn upside down, and people will be forced to do the right thing. So that is what I think about it. Mr. Rufai says Sowore is from Ondo City. Yes, I've clarified that. Thank you so much. Onyekwendo Osindi, good morning. We can say Nigeria is irredeemable. That is the opinion of so many people, that Nigeria is irredeemable, and it's so unfortunate and sad. Uku Oji says Sowore is from Edo State. Sowore is not Yoruba. No, I think he's from Ondo State, sir. Kamenda Ope says, I think Biafra is coming out this year. I don't know when it is coming out, but all I know is that Nigeria is not working, that Nigerians should take back the way it is before. I think anything, if there is a bill, as I said before, in the House of Reps, but I don't know if the bill will fly. So anything that happens that make people to go back to region and make the constitution flexible for people to go back to their own country, I'm in support of it. That is what I support. I'll be ranking Serukoji, please keep quiet and then. So I really appreciate everyone for joining. Please let us not talk down those who are agitating that Nigeria should change. When they posted that in on Shara Reporters, when Sowore called for revolution, I saw a lot of comments. People talking down on him and saying, which revolution do you want? Is your brother not president? So because Tinubu is president, Sowore should not talk? No, Abba. So people should understand that those who are even condemned for protests, those who are condemned that Nigeria should change, they are not hungry. It is not a hungry call. People who are hungry, they don't like to cope. They don't like to make noise. They don't like to do anything. People who are hungry. If they make noise, if they go out, if you bribe them, they will enter house. That is hungry man protest. But these ones are not hungry men protest, because people who are talking are not hungry. People who are talking can even feed a nation. So it is not all about them. It is not all about their tribe. It is all about the whole people. Nigerians are dying. Serious things are going on. And I'm saying it, let me repeat it again. People should prepare for next year, because people will be hungry next year. People should prepare for next year, because people will be hungry. Because we are not planting this year. I am making calls. I'm asking questions. People are not asking questions. The rate of people planting this year, let me say 90 people planted last year, but it's only 7% that are planting this year. Only 7%, because people don't have money for ransom. People don't have money to, pay ransom for their relatives. Everybody just keep quiet. Nobody's going to farm, but they will bear it, because maybe they can farm a little at their backyard, the one they will eat. But what of people in Abuja, Lagos, where they can't farm? Hunger is coming. How many are we going to import? Importation will make Naira to go to $3,000. Now, Tinubu has said, let everybody start importing food. Automatically, the Naira is going to go up, and it will be making food stuff to be expensive again. See, we have a serious problem in Nigeria. I thought maybe Tinubu will start talking about security issue. If to equip vigilante, buy the in-laws, equip them, register vigilante, they are the only one that know road that can fight these bandits. Give them good weapon, equip vigilante. These are the things I was expecting to hear. But as usual, the opposite is what they are doing. Ukoji said, what is the demand for the protest? The demand is to end bad governance. You understand? The demand is to end bad governance. Enough is enough. So that is the issue, to end bad governance. I really appreciate everyone. I think we have only 10 minutes to stay on this broadcast. So please, if you wish to call in before this 10 minutes ends, you can call in and share your opinion with us. Before we call it a day, and tomorrow again we'll be here from 12:30 to 1 o'clock Nigeria time every day. From 12 to 1 o'clock Nigeria time every day, we always come out here. to talk about the state of our nation. Please do me a favor, if you're watching, kindly subscribe now. That is the only way for you to support me. Just subscribe to the channel, please. Share my videos, like the videos, so that anytime I come live, you get the notification. I really appreciate everyone for your supports. I really appreciate it. I know that some of you are supposed to be sleeping, some of you are supposed to be doing one thing or the other, but for dedicating your time to joining this live broadcast. Mr. Abi Rankin says governors are doing their best to create large farmland so they can start farming in the West, and also they are empowering the Amatokun security, okay, so they can protect the Southwest. That is a good thing, Abi Rankin. That is a very good move from them, a very good one. Onye Kwelo is say, when is the protest coming? You will know. You will know. When it is being published in the national newspaper, you know that it is here. So I really appreciate everyone for joining in. We just have a few minutes to end the live streaming. Today we have discussed a lot of issues so far, especially the issue of agitation for the sovereign state of Biafra. The federal government said, Nnamdi Kanu, you need to drop this Biafra agitation for you to be free. But the man is saying no, that is Biafra or nothing. So that is the issue that is trending. And secondly, Sowore calls for protest. He wants Nigeria to take back their country. So these are the issues we are seeing. Then the Nigerian government looks forward to September to withdraw Nnamdi Kanu case. They are planning to withdraw it on the next hearing because Binta Nyako adjourned the case between the federal government and Nnamdi Kanu to September. So the federal government want to withdraw the case. And Tinubu is saying, I am under pressure to release Nnamdi Kanu. I wonder who is pressurizing him. Anyway, that is all we have tonight. I really appreciate everyone. May God bless you for joining in. Please kindly tune in tomorrow for us to discuss the resting. Brianave said that Nigerians should not allow any dialogue with corrupt leaders. We don't want bad leaders anymore. It is time for Africans to wake up. Yeah, you are right. It is time for Africa to wake up. But it is only the youth. I think Africa will not wake up without the youth waking up. It is only the youth that carry out this revolution. It is only the youth that can do things and do it to the end. Because we are the victims and we are the ones suffering from all this bad governance. We are the ones suffering from it. There is no other people suffering from it. And most of all these politicians, their children don't live in Africa. They steal our money and use it to train their children abroad. But I know one day Nemesis is going to call them up. So thanks everyone. I really appreciate from the bottom of my heart. So I do hope that you have subscribed to this channel, please. Kindly do. And see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining.